Hello students, I am Hasmutullah from GK Jain School. Today we are going to see the 5th chapter of 12th standard, and today we are going to see the quantity theory of money. So what is the quantity theory of money? Today we are going to see. Let's understand with the help of meaning the theory which explains the relationship between quantity of money and value of money. So any theory that explains the relationship between quantity of money and the value of money, that explanation, that theory of money is known as quantity theory of money. For example, there is a person who is doing in the business, and when that can be the relationship can be expressed in the form of quantity of money, how much money they have and the value of money. For example, they have around 10 lakhs rupees. They have around 10 lakhs rupees. This is the value. We know that 10 lakhs rupees. This is a quantity. Value for this 10 lakh rupee, what can be purchased? So out of the quantity, the purchasing power is there known. That utilization of that power is known as value of money. The theory of money plays a vital role in any formation of monetary policies. The theory of money can be termed as the betterment of the economic policy. With the help of two approaches of quantity theory of money, we can solve the theories of money. How? With the help of Fisher's transactions approach and with the help of Cambridge cash balance transaction approach. So with the help of two examples, two methods, we can identify the quantity approach, the quantity value, the quantity measurement of the theories of money. One is Fisherman's transaction approaches. Second one is Cambridge cash balance approach. Okay, let's see the first one. Fisher quantity theory of money. The Fisher quantity theory of money came into a play in the year 1588. When it came in the year 1588, it came into the play. How? It was first formed in the 1588 by Dev Jangatti. Who founded it? Dev Jangatti is a person. He is the Australian economist. Who is he? An Australian economist who has identified this process of what? The identification of the process of the proper utilization of theories of money. Popularized by the Fisher. And who has popularized it? Although it's founded by the Australian person, Australian scientist or economist, name is Devan Jatti in 1588, but it was popularized. It became famous in the era of Fisher in the around 1911. In the year 1911, the book was released. The book name is The Purchasing Power of Money. The name of the book is The Purchasing Power of the Money. This how the money plays a vital role and how the money plays a major role in the purchasing of anything. The book has been written with this only the quality of money, the quality measurement of money, the quality analysis of money we understand. Who has done it? Deva Jangatti in the year 1588, but popularized, famous by Fisher in 1911 by his famous book, The Purchasing Power of Money. He gave the quantity form and he gave the full mesmerized and developed version of this in the way of equation of exchange. How he gave? He gave in the form of equation of exchange. So he says that the theories of money can be measured, the theories of money can be examined, the theory of money can be evaluated with the help of equation of exchange. He has given the formula MB is equal to PT. MB is equal to PT. His formula, Fisher's formula for quantity theories of money. What is M? Money supply. The money supply that there in the economy policy, there in the business, there in the country, there everywhere, that money supply. What is V? Velocity of money. The validity of the money. The power of the money. What is P? Price level. And what is T? Value of transaction. So with the help of these four essential items, for these essential products, for these essential things, what is that? First, money supply. Second, velocity of money, price level and the transaction. volume of transaction helps you to identify the theories of quality, quantity, theories of money. Who gave this? Fisher has given this. MV is equal to PT. This formula, this ideology can be helped with the help of later on. He just give the extra benefit. How? He just later on he gives the extra advantage for this measurement. He says that supply of money is equal to demand for money. Supply of money is equal to demand of money. P is equal to MD divided by T. P is equal to MD divided by T. Now this formula is now get segregated. This formula is now get segregated. How? P is equal to MV by T, which means P, price level, is equal to MV, which means money supply, velocity of money divided by volume of transaction. With the help of these two diagrams, with the help of these two figures, we can understand the popularization and the proper utilization of theory of money. See here, we have took two graphs, graph A and graph B. In graph A, see properly, X we have took as quantity of money, Y we have took as price level, right? Then see here, from the 0 to is going to the level high, it's increasing. This is what P is equal to F in bracket M, which means here is the it is there, the value of the theories of money is increasing rapidly. How? Means when the quantity of money is OM, when the quantity of money is OM, the price level is OP. When it is OM, then price level is OP. Simple. When the quantity of money increases to M to M1, when it increases to M to M1, what happened? Price level also increases to P to P1. P to P1. So what we are seeing that from 0, it has 0M, which means 0M was the starting item. Here the quantity of money was M, the price was, level was P. When the quantity of money increases to from M to M1, what happened? The price level also increases from the P to P1. Then what happened? From M to M2, from M1 to M2. So when the quantity from M1 it reaches to M2, what happened? The price level from P1 it reaches to P2, and this is maximum satisfaction. Easy. So what happened here? We have three different type of quantity: M, M1 and M2. P, P1 and P2 is the price level. So when there is an increase in the quantity of money, there is an increase in the price level as well. See the second one. This second one tells us that, see the figure properly, X is a quality of money, X is a quantity of money, Y is the price level, right? It is coming down. IP bar F, it is coming down. Why it's coming down? Because here there was extra utilization of quantity and there was extra benefit of the price level. The quantity increases, the price level increases, but here it is coming down. Why? See, when there is a OP1, when there is a OM, when the price, when the quantity of the money is OM, the price is P2. See here, when it is M1 OM, when it is OM, the price is IP2. Can you listen here? When the price, when the quantity from M to reach to M1, from M, when it went to the M1, what happened here? It came down. The price P2 came down to P1. When it reached to M3 or M2, what happened? It reaches to P. So what happened here? It is coming down. The price level is decreasing in the second one. For the first one, the price level is increasing. The quantity of money is increasing in the both way, but in the first diagram, the price is increasing. In the second diagram, the price is decreasing. This was the supply of money. There should be supply of money is equal to demand for money. When there is a supply of money, there should be a demand of money. When there is a demand in the market, there will be supply. Easy to understand, right? So this is the combination of first part, Fisher transaction. This is the way Fisher explained his transactional value of proper utilization of quantity theory of money. Now, Camber-Bridge cash balance approach. This Camber-Bridge approach is of two kinds. One is of Alford-Marshall equation, then is Keynes equation. Alford-Marshall equation and then Kenish equation. Alford-Marshall equation is M is equal to KPY. M is equal to KPY. What is M? Quantity of money. What is K? Real income of the public, which is having, the public is having, they have store for their work. P is purchasing power of money. Y is aggregate real income of the public. It can be, again, it has again segregated as IP is equal to KY divided by M. IP is equal to KY divided by M, which means with the help of quantity of money, with the help of aggregate income, with the help of real income and purchasing power, you can identify the proper utilization of theory of income. How the income is taking place, what kind of equation is done. Let's see the Kenish equation. Kenish equation is saying about N is equal to Pk or P is equal to N by K. N is equal to Pk or P is equal to N by K. See here, N means total supply of money. N means total supply of money. P means general price of consumption good. P means general price of consumption goods that public has kept for themselves. K is total quantity of consumption unit. K is total quantity of consumption. Again, it has segregated as N is equal to P in bracket K R K F. R means nothing but the rate of interest or the rate of degreeness of interest. So these two formula, Alford-Marshall formula and Kenish formula, help us to understand the various equation. With the help of theories will become easy. The money theory will become more effective, more weighted. This theory of money simply explains us the relationship between how there is a usage of quantity of money and value of money in a business transaction or in economic monetary policy. How the quantity of money and the supply of money coming together. This is what here. Supply of money is equal to demand. When there is a demand, how this demand has been fulfilled. This is the combination. The study of this is what? Theory of money. In the next classes, we'll see the inflation and deflation part. Dear subscribers, dear viewers, dear students, you can subscribe our official YouTube channel, GK Jain Schools. And you just press the like button and share our videos and press the bell icon after subscribing the channel so that you can get the latest videos of many subjects. Thank you, students.